Yo, what's up? It's me, the Go Fly Guy DC.
Yours truly, Ferrari Simmons.
Yes, man, and we just jumped off the porch.
The dirty glove bastard.
You dig?
Hey, okay, the kitchen cook it up. I'm talking Bobby and Whitney. I was broke.
All right, so we got Fly Guy DC and Ferrari Simmons jumping off the porch with us today.
Hey.
What happening in?
Man, I'm feeling good. How you guys feeling, man?
We feeling great.
Yes, man, incredible, phenomenal.
For
God
sure,
is good.
man. Nah, I appreciate you guys coming by, man. You know, we've been tapped into your careers for a while, man, so I'm happy to see you guys up here, man.
Appreciate y'all
Likewise,
for having us.
tapping
sure.
into you too.
Nah, definitely, man. Appreciate that. All right, so you guys aren't originally from Atlanta, man. I don't know if people know that or not. I would hope they know DC. You know, his name is Fly Guy DC. So just kind of talk about like your background coming up in DC and when did you move down here to Atlanta?
Oh, man, coming up in DC, incredible. DC is home. Atlanta adopted me, but moved to Georgia in 2007. Like it was like December 31st, literally 2007, so basically 2008.
Okay.
In DC, played all sports. Literally, never wanted to be an entertainer at all. Played football, basketball, baseball my whole life. Moved to Georgia. Once I moved to Georgia, pursued all three in high school. Went to school on the South Side, Morrow. Graduated from there, played all three sports there. Went to college in Georgia, transferred to Clark Atlanta. After going to Clark Atlanta, hosting started to take off, and then from there, it was just history.
Okay. And what about you, Ferrari? You from
Man,
Florida,
I'm
man.
a Florida boy, man.
I'm a Florida boy too,
West
man.
Palm Beach, Florida. Grew up playing sports, man. Track, football, basketball. I was always really short, so I'm always breaking bones and all type of stuff. So I just got convinced to do track. Ran track in college at USF in Tampa, and I was trying to do radio. I went viral before you can go viral on campus. This dude said this girl gave him an STD. The girl came on my radio show and then said, "Nah, he lying. He gave me the STD." President, everybody was tuned into my radio show, so I was like, "Dang, I should do this for real." I tried to get hired at radio stations in Tampa, Florida. No dig at that. They just weren't hiring. I always came to Atlanta every summer because my sister lived in Sewanee, and I loved the culture, so I was already adapted to like the vibes of Atlanta because I would always come back to Florida like, yo, this is what they're doing in Atlanta. This is what's going on in Atlanta. Because I would spend my whole summer in Atlanta ever since I was like in middle school. So the first thought in my head was, I'm finna move to the A. And that's around the time that the Boys in the Hood was popping.
Okay.
And I was inside of it. I was just going around introducing myself to everybody, try to get on the radio, and if you're not an intern and you don't really have experience, it's hard to get on. So then when Streetz 945 opened up, I met the owner at SO nightclub. I don't even think that's open no more, SO. And I just called him every day. DJ Holliday had a show, and he was like, yo, just come up here. Started hanging out with Holliday, just learned how to do everything, got an opportunity, and I learned how to do everything at the radio station. Then they hired me, and then the rest is history.
Oh shit.
And we actually went and scouted him.
Yeah.
Really? You and Holiday or?
Yeah, me, Holliday, Sticks Malone, we went and scouted him and was like, yeah, we need to grab him. Because I had an opportunity to go to V103 and learn with Greg Street.
Okay.
So I'm over here like, yo, if I'm out, we need to grab who the next in line is, like for real. So we saw him just standing on tables. Dude just got so much energy, like he's like the little Energizer bunny. And he don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't do nothing. He just got energy.
Yeah.
I just thought that was fire, so we went and grabbed his ass and brought him to Streetz 945.
History.
Were you just doing hostings then? What were you doing?
Yeah, back then it was just hostings. Like I want to say 2013, I started to take hosting seriously because I got my first out-of-state booking, and I was like, wow, like they paid for my travel, they paid for my hotel, they quadrupled my hosting fee, had me security. So I'm just like, damn, like I'm getting treated like an artist. So let me start taking it serious. So start taking it serious 2013. And actually, Steve, the owner of the station, commented on one of my Instagram pictures. I used to post like my sneakers on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Like every time I had got a crazy pair of sneakers, and he commented and put his email. I emailed him. He never emailed me back until after they started scouting me in 2015. And by the time 2015 came, like I had the city on lock with hosting, but I also had the colleges on lock. So I was getting booked to do all the colleges, all the high schools, all the homecomings. So with me having a city and a college, it's like it just meshed as one. And the station gave me the opportunity. Ferrari left the day I started. Ferrari left and went
I was
to
in
be
my car.
in his
He sat
car outside
in my
of
car,
Opera.
listening to Hot 1079 called me and said, yo, we want you. And then V103 called me and they was like, yo, we want you. He
On
actually
the
heard
day
the
that I
conversation.
started, yeah. The
I
day
had
that
it on
started.
speakerphone. It was crazy.
That's wild right there.
Then we got our own. Then we got an opportunity to work together, and that's when we was like, we finna tear this shit up.
Yeah, in 2017.
2017.
We
We got the
game.
call in 16, and you know, we just was like, yo, we gonna take over the city.
And we actually got in trouble because we released the news
Before
way
we was supposed
be
to.
released. Because
Yeah, we got in trouble. It was
yeah.
like, y'all gotta take that down. And
We did a
you
whole
know,
photo shoot,
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
everything.
we just hungry, man, starving. Like you know,
Yeah.
I just felt like we knew the pulse of the city. We knew what the new artist had going on, and we knew how to break records because we was already doing it individually. So together, I felt like on the radio, and that's the part that we got in trouble. I don't know if you're gonna ask some more questions, but we'll get into that whenever you ask.
Yeah, well, let's talk about breaking records. So I think
go.
a lot of people got it.
There we
Let's
go.
talk about it.
A lot of people got it confused what it actually means to break a record. So can y'all give your definitions of what it is to break a record?
So breaking a record consists of a lot of things, and just so everybody's clear, not one person can individually break a record by themselves. It takes a collective group of multiple people. So you could influence and help the breaking of a record or the breaking of an artist, but in my opinion, breaking a record is influencing, stamping, making other people who are not usually aware of something or of a specific record or artist. It's so much that goes into it. Radio is a part of breaking a record. Clubs is a part of breaking a record. Marketing, social media posts. It's not one specific way to break a record because each artist is different. So you have to treat each artist to how they are. And that's a slight, quick definition of breaking a record in my opinion.
Yeah, just standing on it and like putting your all into it, believing it before somebody else believes in it. Like me telling you this is the hottest shit out before it becomes the hottest shit out, and it actually being a fact that it actually will be and takes off being the hottest shit out. I'll tell you a story.
Putting your job on the line.
Putting your job on the line. Lil Baby, man, we interviewed him when we got in trouble for interviewing him 2017. It was in April. It was a song called Grinding featuring Future and I think Scooter, I can't remember. And we had him up there because we just kept hearing about this kid. We was like, yo, this kid is hard, and we cool with Biggs at Wolfpack.
Okay.
So DC was like, yo, Lil Baby, we gonna have Lil Baby. I was like, hell yeah. Keep in mind, at that particular time, our
wasn't
boss
Lil
didn't
Baby.
know who he
Yeah,
was.
He wasn't Lil Baby.
The PD, the APD didn't know who he was. They just think this is just a up and coming rapper. He's not about to be who he is now. And we interviewed him, got in trouble for that. But then we heard the My Dog record.
He sent us the My Dog record way before it was out.
I am not advising no radio personalities to do what we did.
Yeah, because you usually get in trouble for shit
You know,
like
you get
this, okay?
fired for what I'm
Yeah.
about to tell you. We took out the music and played the song 30 minutes straight.
30 minutes straight.
My dog ran it back probably like 10 times.
We got suspended with no pay.
For how long?
About 5 days.
a couple of days. It wasn't too long.
It wasn't too long.
But us doing
That was the record though.
Yeah, and us doing that, it transpired into what we became as a duo because we got in trouble a couple of more times after
We
that.
had
because
DaBaby,
the boss,
we got in trouble for DaBaby.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Dude, we got in
Perez
trouble
Deshawn.
for DaBaby, bro.
Yeah.
We
Which
had him
record
come up
was
there.
it?
No, we had him come up there and freestyle.
Freestyle.
Really?
It's on our YouTube page. We had this
Freestyle.
thing called The Dungeon where they freestyle. We had DaBaby come freestyle. We didn't even interview him. We got in trouble for that.
Jack Harlow. I mean,
Jack
the list
Harlow, we
goes
got in
on.
trouble for Jack Harlow. We got in trouble for Roddy Ricch. We got in trouble for Perez Deshawn. We got in trouble for
Gunna.
Gunna,
Keed. I
Lil
mean,
Keed.
the
This is
list
keep
goes
in mind
on.
this is before
Yeah.
they're big, because DaBaby didn't even go by DaBaby when we interviewed him. He went by Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus, yeah.
So yeah,
And I mean, it created the lane for our boss to trust us. For
yeah. So
Steve to trust us.
2018, he was like, all right, just tell me who it is beforehand.
Yeah, before y'all do something of that nature.
He started saying, all right, well, just space it out a little bit. Because one time we was having like 5 guests in one day. We wasn't playing all the interviews, but we was recording them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Did your boss ever come back to you? Was like, you was right about this.
Yeah, we got
was right
text
about this
messages.
That's how I got the music director
Yeah.
job. I'm the music director at Streetz 945 because of that. We got into an argument about Rich the Kid plug walk. Me and DC was like, that's the record. He was like, that's not the record. You guys are fucking stupid. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's how he talked for real.
Then Kendrick jumps on
And
it.
then the shit went top 10, I believe.
Yeah.
Plug walk. And he was like, y'all motherfuckers is right.
But breaking records, yeah, it's so much to it. But like I said, everybody get it misconstrued and they use the word I. There's no I in breaking a record because not one single person can break a record to the whole world. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody can tell you that they single-handedly broke a record. It's a collective effort from the radio aspect, the DJ aspect, the MC aspect, the internet aspect, the marketing aspect.
But
it's so many integral parts of it.
I will also say they know that they got to come see us though, because we have a lot of influence. And it's not to say anyone else may not have the same thing. We're just do a great job of hyping the shit up. That's just what we do.
Yeah, like even like in the early stages of all those artists, like we'll be in a club, and I'm talking about before the records
Same
are going.
thing, running it back.
Same thing, running it back with them on FaceTime.
P on FaceTime,
Baby.
on studio,
they can tell you,
studio
like,
with Lil Baby, like,
all of them
oh man.
on FaceTime. Like every time the song is played in a spot that we're at, we're on FaceTime with them, showing them the reaction as it grows, which is why we had the relationships that we have with a lot of artists.
Fast forward to 2019, that's when we start getting our credit. That's when people start saying, look, we had an interview with Lil Baby. Hey man, he says it in the interview. It's on our page. Before I do the interview, Rory, I appreciate you. DC, I appreciate you. Future, we did Future's last radio interview. He don't even do radio interviews no more. He was like, I'm stopping with y'all because I had to see y'all.
Yeah.
You know, Jack Harlow on an IG Live interview, giving us our flowers. JD giving us our flowers.
Dolph, long live.
Dolph, man, damn! It's actually my most recent post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Dolph stopped the interview and said, "Y'all worked hard the way I was at. I seen y'all. I see you. You feel me? That shit. I ain't trying to get too emotional about it, but that shit meant something because these is motherfuckers we looked up to. When we was coming in, we was like, bro, I'm gonna break your record. I don't want no money. Don't give me shit. You just gonna break your shit on the radio." So yeah.
What can you guys tell us about Dolph that the average fan may not know about him?
I mean, there's so many.
We got a lot of stories about Dolph,
Yeah,
actually.
because we were like, I mean, of course you know, because how the industry is. There's industry people, and then there's people that you get attached to or that you're extremely cool with or closer to in the industry. And for us, Dolph was one of those people. Like, Dolph come in town, pull up on him, studio, whenever he in town, he needs something. Like, before he had the DJ that he got now, he FaceTimed me one night and was like, yo, I got a show, I need a DJ. Like, we was that type of cool. And one thing, Dolph was just very solid. What I must say is—
Never said no.
Yeah,
to
never
us.
said no. Out of everybody in the industry, what is portrayed to the public, Dolph is nothing like that when the artist sign is off of him. Like, he's a complete different person. And I'm just honored and blessed to be able to see that side of him.
Yeah, I was definitely a blessing to be able to have a conversation with him, text him, and him never tell us no. Like, the crazy thing is we were supposed to play basketball. Key Glock was supposed to come hoop with us Wednesdays. We do Wednesday open runs, private, by the way. And Key Glock gave us a record because I know you're gonna ask us questions about our music stuff, but I said in my mind, I was like, yo, DC. I said in my mind, and I told DC, I was like, yo, we gotta get Dolph on this. So it was in the process of us hitting Dolph to like, yo, we want you on this record with Key Glock. He wasn't gonna say no. Yeah, he wasn't gonna say no. So it just really bothered me, man. I'm still bothered by it. So yeah.
Yeah, and even just kind of speak on how tough it is to report that type of news when you have a personal relationship.
I was on the radio. It was breaking news. I cried slick on the radio. Like, I just was like, damn, just because I know he has a wife and two kids. You know, his wife and my wife follow each other. True. So I was a little connected on that end. You know what I'm saying? I got to see, my wife sees the wife's side of the spectrum. Yeah. I see Dolph's side of the spectrum. So, you know, when we having conversations, it's just deeper than your normal conversation. You feel me? It just sucks.
No, absolutely, man. Long live Dolph, man.
Facts.
Wow.
Yeah. What's been some of you guys' favorite interviews that you guys have done? I know there's
thousands. Man, our Megan Thee Stallion interview was fire because we asked her about the Trey Songz shit. Remember, she knew his height.
Yeah.
We was like, nigga, how you know Trey Songz height?
We've had a lot of dope ass interviews.
We had some crazy interviews.
Kevin
too.
Gates.
Kevin Gates was
Incredible.
crazy. You talk about his women's pH balance. I was like, whoa. Man. Dog, there's a lot of them. We had a lot of them.
We did. And it's like we get everybody
dog,
before
think,
they're
bro,
who
think,
they are.
Think.
Who else interviewed was
And
dope?
we do-
Offset.
Offset?
Offset interview was incredible because
yeah.
we interviewed them, and when we interviewed
I had to
them,
eat crow on that interview.
yeah,
Quavo's my guy. We don't have favorites, but Offset's his guy.
Yeah.
Quavo's my guy. I'm always like, yo, Quavo's the one. You know, you just have an argument. You have your favorites in a group. And I'm a big Quavo fan. That's my personal partner, you know. So Offset came in there. He was like, because DC was like, what you think of the album? I was like, I don't think it's going to be better than Quavo's. But then, you know, the album was fire. I was like, oh,
so he had to eat his words.
it's about a time.
And then
about
a clip went viral because I asked him way before he had the next child with Cardi. I asked him, did he want another child? And I was like, father of 5. And then asked him if he wanted a boy or a girl. And then literally a year, 2 years later, now the second child come. It was just crazy. It was crazy.
Our Lil Baby interview was funny too. We asked him a question about the future interview, and he was like, "Well, I don't know. I just go in the studio, I just record, and I leave." I'd be like, "Wait, so y'all don't vibe?" He was like, "Nah, I just go record and leave."
Really?
You know, just finding out because DC and I could ask rappers
Questions,
a little bit
yeah.
more intricate questions than
Lucci.
your normal. YF and Lucci's interviews are funny. Free Lucci. Rollo's interviews are good.
Herbo, yeah.
Herbo.
We've damn near interviewed everybody. Literally.
Yeah, we've interviewed everybody. One of my favorites was the Megan though, because we grilled her ass.
Yeah.
We asked her when's the last time she had sex, all type of shit. This was before she was with Party. What up,
Yeah.
Party?
Party, what up, gang?
And she answered all of them?
Yeah, she
they
answered
usually,
all that.
Yeah, they usually answer
Yeah.
the questions with us though. That's the good
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
just because of the relationships we had.
Yeah, we
and by
super cool
us
with Megan.
knowing them before they were who they were.
We got in trouble for Megan. We got in trouble playing Megan's records. She went by
Which
Tina
record
Snow
were
at
you
the
guys
time.
playing at the time?
Big Old Freak.
Really?
Yeah, that was
Before
we were
it
playing
was-
that shit before
yeah.
it became a record.
Megan was, well, she was Tina Snow at the time, but running around with us, Carl, 1501,
T Ferris.
T Ferris.
They, you know, they was all together at one
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
What up, T?
We did and they had an artist named Enzo.
That's who it
McFly.
was.
So he was running around the city with us 2017 when we first got the show, and Megan was also with Enzo. And they were pushing Enzo more than Megan at the time, but we had them with us in the clubs and everything, and that's how we
Tootsie?
got the relationship.
We got in trouble for Tootsie.
Yeah, it's
We
crazy.
interviewed Tootsie before he even signed a record deal. Before anybody really knew. He was just viral on Instagram, right? Yeah. We did a viral Instagram interview with him.
Yeah. So Ferrari, what is your role as program director? Like, what are your
Wait,
responsibilities?
music director.
My bad.
Program director, no, that's cool. You keep it in the interview. Program director, I'm the boss. We be paid around this bitch. Music director, you gotta come holler at me for the music. The record labels hit my line, and you know, they pitching the records that we need to add. But 9 times out of 10, I already know the records we need to add anyway. So when they already hit me, it's already added. Like Kylie, we already added the record. Y'all don't even gotta hit my phone. It's already added. You feel me? Like all the new shit. I'm in tune with everything.
Yeah.
My ear is all the way down. I could project what's about to happen. I'm really good at that shit. I know what's about to go.
Yeah.
That's why when Future has an artist, or 2 Chainz has an artist, or 2 Chainz has an album, they call me in DC, or you know, their management call me in DC. We go listen, and we'll tell you, I don't like that shit. Like, we're gonna tell you, and we'll bring all the other DJs with us. Plug, what up, Plug? Plug will tell you. Plug will pull them glasses down and be like, nah, that ain't it,
And
Jack.
Dirty Tone.
And
all
Dirty
them,
Tone,
yeah.
YDN, the whole gang.
So keep it 100. Have you ever been wrong about a record?
Yes, I've been wrong. We've been wrong, but that percentage is low as hell. That's a fucking low percentage. What record was I wrong about?
I wouldn't say.
Corvette. I was wrong about that shit. I ain't think that shit was gonna go.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
I don't even know if you were wrong about that.
Yeah.
It did something though.
I wouldn't say wrong though, because it's like the record still, like prime example, Roddy Ricch. He had after Die Young,
Which
had
we
a
got
favorite,
before-
yeah,
we-
which we got before from London on the Track.
It was London on the Track and
Sent it
DC
to us
type.
like 3 months before we broke it on air, but
Got in trouble for that.
The second
we got in big
single,
trouble for that.
the second single,
They was gonna push high fashion.
High Fashion, yeah.
Dallas Martin, that's our new boss, because you know we signed to Asylum. He called us. He was like, "Yeah, we about to go with high fashion." DC and I was like, "Fuck no,
We
nigga,
told
the
him
box is the record.
box.
Yeah.
We played that shit 10 times in a row, New Year's Eve." So yeah, I mean, sometimes we wrong, but that's low.
very rare,
That's a
yeah.
very low percentage.
Just because we in the club so much,
we're-
we on
yeah,
the
we're
radio,
catching the
out
trend.
I was
there.
gonna
So-
say, if you're in the club,
Yeah.
you're gonna see the reaction right then and there.
Yeah, our ears are to the streets.
And we
more
in the
than
schools,
average
too.
Radio personality.
So we in the school, so I'm hip to the lingo. I'm hip to what they like, all type of shit.
Yeah. All right, so how did this new deal, new partnership with Asylum come about, guys?
Okay, so COVID happened, and I was bored at the house. So I was like, shit, I'm finna put out a song. Fuck this shit. I put out a song, and everybody just started supporting me. I didn't ask nobody to post nothing, nothing. So I just kept telling DC ain't never really want to do it.
Yeah, never.
DC make money, man, so he good. You feel me? It's kind of like getting like a trapper dude that's making $1 million a week to rap.
Nah, wait, I don't make $1 million a week.
I'm not saying, this is an example. He good though. But I'm over here like, yo, I think we should do this shit like, you know what I'm saying? I just put out a song and everybody's fucking with me. Like if we put out a song, imagine what's gonna happen. So I said, bro, let's just start getting songs from people. So we started getting songs from people. And then we got well, damn, can we say?
Nah, I wouldn't say, not say. We can speak on a couple, but not say.
We got some big records from some big
We're,
celebrities.
we're sitting on over 30
rappers.
plus records.
Okay.
It's like big songs.
Yeah.
So we was like, yo, so I was talking to Dallas. I sent him 2 of the songs. He was like, God damn, y'all serious? I was like, yeah. So we had our partner JRock. JRock and Dallas is super tight. I said, JRock, just go ahead and, you know, put that together, man. Let me and DC do what we do. And then, you know, got a lawyer, got paperwork. They flew us to New York. But we actually not necessarily artists. It's a
Yeah,
partnership.
it's a partnership
We got
more
our
than
company,
anything.
and we put out records. So artists, y'all can sign to us too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can put y'all niggas out underneath us. You know what I'm saying? We got you.
But yeah, it's super dope because the culture needed something, not something new, but they needed new, fresh faces.
And it's 2 of us too. Usually
Yeah.
it's just a DJ.
So like
I'm a DJ. He's
you
a.
had your dramas. You still got your dramas, your cannons, your Khaled's, your mustards, but there's nobody for the millennials or on that youthful side that could tap in with people how we can. So it was only right. It only made sense. We have the relationships. We have the face cards. We know music. We can break records. Like,
And we was
it
getting
all
the
makes
song
sense.
so easy. Like I was just like, yo, we need a song. Oh, okay, motherfucker. One of them sent us like 20 songs. We was like,
Really?
Yeah.
this is a big artist. Like, yo, you know. and
The
big
one thing
dogs.
I do hate about it, being in the studio all the time.
Yeah, that ain't not really our vibe. I ain't gonna cap. There's a
like-
lot of stuff going on in that studio that ain't really our vibe.
Like, prime example, I got off at 10 p.m.,
Oh yeah,
went to the studio with Thug, and Thug is my fucking brother. Love him to
that
death.
nigga was in that bitch till 10. He was
was in
mad
there
at me
till 10
because
in the morning.
I ain't go.
10 to 10 in the morning. I didn't heard
Did
the
you get the
whole-
record though?
Yeah,
We
we
did.
got
We
the
got the
record.
record.
Yeah,
We
we
got
got
the
the record. But
That
I
shit
listened to
fire,
over
too.
300 plus songs from Thug. I heard
Yeah.
the album before
Fly,
the
fly,
album.
fly,
like,
fly,
like
fly.
what I
you
tell
think,
you,
Fly?
like it's crazy. The TikTok single that he put out first, Ben heard that. Like I was trying to get that record
You
to be
trying to get that
out.
one.
Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, you pick this one first. I'm gonna keep this one." But like, and I don't hate it on the fact because I get the bond with the artists and I'm cool with them,
Yeah, we
so
super
it
cool.
builds the relationship even more. But I hate it on the fact like I was literally there from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. and that's not something that I want to get used to or have to keep doing all the time.
But I be trying to tell him, bro, that's shit. We just gotta fucking
Gotta make
do
that
this.
sacrifice,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, goddamn.
That shit's
Bigger and
crazy.
bigger we get. I will say, we got our Durk record though. That's all I'm gonna say though.
Okay.
So if you heard Thug, you heard Durk, you can imagine what else we got. We got some
we
shit.
sitting on some shit.
We just gotta figure out what song
And we
makes
wanna start with the single.
the perfect sense to be first.
Okay.
Because you know sometimes the first record people will put you in a category like, oh, this is
They're
the
gonna
type of music.
judge you off of that.
They're gonna judge us.
Yeah.
So we leaked our first record, which this is not our main record, but we leaked the record with Rich the Kid, Nudie, and PG Rock.
Yeah.
Jetson made the beat.
Shout out to TP.
Mario. One time for TP, yeah. So, you know, we just we know how to do it. So, you know, we leaked it to see, oh, y'all fucking with that? Is it mid? Is it Arizona mid? Is it that rapper? Birthday cake, weed type shit? What type of vibe is it? You know what I'm saying? Because we in the club, so, you know, we know what to do.
Yeah. Are the artists sending you like the full songs, or are you reaching out? I need a verse. Then we're gonna put this guy on the song too.
We started with full songs, giving us the songs, and then we'll play it moving forward. Like if we think we should add somebody, or who we think, like we put our expert opinions together to see who would sound best on the record. Then we go reach for verses and get verses and et cetera from everybody. But they start coming in. Some of the songs was already full with features on them.
Okay.
Some weren't. Some were just the artist, and it was an open verse. So like we got all types. It's just a matter of who we want to add, who we want to take off, and et cetera. And then we gotta play politics.
That's
because
annoying
we do have
too.
these
The politics part is annoying.
So we can't put somebody on a record with somebody else who somebody don't rock like. So we have to,
Then
play
we had a
those roles.
situation where we had a banger ass record. We was gonna put this one female artist popping. We was gonna put this other female artist, but the female artist that wants to do a different song, not that song. So now we over here like, oh,
It's a
but
lot
we
of
need
politics
her.
in it.
You feel me? We need her. It's all good.
So you guys plan to put out an album or just do singles and?
Yeah.
Let's talk about singles first.
Singles first. The album is in the works. It's coming.
You getting 2 albums out of me, then I'm gonna just retire and I'm gonna manage this guy right here.
There you go.
I'm gonna fall back. You get
but
2 albums out of me.
Singles, of course, because we wanna build the foundation.
Facts.
We don't want niggas to think shit was just handed to us. So we want to show niggas we can put in the work, we can break the records, we can put out a record and show them that we serious. Album no time soon, but of course that's something that will happen. I mean, we sitting on as many records as we are. We have enough for 3-4 albums right now.
Yeah, we legit have 30 records. And then now we're learning about getting shit cleared,
Oh yeah.
getting the beat cleared.
Well, thankfully you got the label to handle all that.
Facts.
For you.
But sometimes it's a little difficult because we got
It's a
6
partnership.
producers we manage too, by the way.
Oh shit.
So a lot of the songs are in-house on the beats.
Okay. Who do you guys manage?
Man, Wavy, Pluto, Brody, Drew Beats, Madness. Who else, Justin? Lamar, and there's one more. Slick, he's a songwriter, and then J Watts.
We
got some
we on
producers.
the
that-
nice roster
a lot of
then.
things
Yeah,
inside.
we on the
Those all
side.
in-house.
All right, DC, let's talk about some of these parties, man. What was the 21 Savage Freaknik party like?
Man,
That was lit.
In fucking sane, phenomenal. Hannah is immaculate with
time
her
for Hannah?
with her party planning.
Oh yeah, she's killing it right now.
Creative. The atmosphere, I've never experienced Freaknik, but the atmosphere was literally, like, for me watching videos and seeing videos, like, it was damn near a mimic exactly of what Freaknik was. Of course, it wasn't as XXX rated, but the vibe and the atmosphere, it was all there, like, insane. Shout out to Hannah for that one. That was a crazy party.
What up, Meezy?
What's some other ones you've hosted recently?
Man, I've hosted everybody's party. I mean, from Lil Baby private birthday parties for the last 3 years.
That was fire.
Thug birthday party. Like, I literally do every party that matters, to be completely honest. If a party needs a host, I'm getting a phone call. Simple. If I turn it down, they go get somebody else. Let's put it that way.
And he gets paid per hour. He doesn't get paid per gig.
Paid per hour.
Just make it.
Well, you in manager talk right now.
Y'all already working on
I'm
it.
prepping. I'm
Y'all
just
already
letting
working on it.
So what do you guys think is the future for radio? Because, you know, for years we've been hearing radio's dead. Everything's moving online. You got podcasts jumping up, but radio ain't going nowhere.
Radio will never die.
It's still the #1 source for discovering music. So a lot of people don't really understand that, but radio is still the #1 source for discovering new music.
And even outside of that, on top of the new music aspect, radio will never die. It's too many people.
It's free.
It's
Radio is free.
Yeah, it's free first and foremost, but it's too many people, and everybody has to understand, like, radio might not be for the entertainment industry or the industry side, but there's regular people. There's people who enjoy listening to the radio.
Thanks.
And by us being radio personalities, for people to be able to relate to us, they'll never leave that platform because we're relatable. So radio relates to a lot of regular and ordinary people who have 9-to-5 jobs. Not that nothing is wrong with having a 9-to-5 job, but those people who work a 9-to-5, 90% of the time love radio because it's relatable to them. Like they hear their songs that they like all the time. Like it's minor commercials, but they hear a voice that's familiar to them. Like, and it's free. So radio would never go nowhere. No matter what people think, radio would never go nowhere. Ever.
I do think that there may be like a fusion, like, you know, Pandora may
come to a radio,
come into it. I don't know, you know, Apple Music. I do think it's going to be some type of combination where they're going to join forces, because I think in New York, a lot of Apple Radio is also with the radio station. So, so I do think I see
combine on that aspect, but I don't think it will ever go nowhere. Like it's too many people. It's too many people in the world, and everybody don't want to pay for a subscription.
No, that's real. Yeah. Let's talk about some of these community events you guys been doing, man.
We heavy in the community, man. That's important, man. I think that's more so why people really rock with us, because we do a lot of community stuff. DC is be killing the schools. I'm more so focused on the elementary schools. I got a big reading program I do twice a year.
Oh, that's
COVID kind of slowed me down, but we're gonna get back in there spring 22. We've been doing a lot of viral things, but I'm heavy in the elementary schools, and then we crash proms too. So, you know, we just provide something for the kids they'll never forget, and they grow up to listen to us on the radio too. So we get the kids. Once you get the kids, you get the parents too. So, you know.
Yeah. So even outside of the reading program, like I got a career day program where I tour all the schools, elementary and middle schools, and speak on panels, tell them about my career. Then even outside of that, the pep rally tour that we do, I mean, we're heavily in the community. Like that's like number one on our list of just us being us. Like it makes a major difference, and it just shows, yet again, it makes us relatable. Yeah. It shows everybody that no matter what the hell we got going on, we still care about the community. And gotta give him his flowers. Greg Street laid the foundation. Laid the foundation for that us to be in the community like that. So like, I mean, it's amazing. Like following those footsteps and seeing what he's done, and now we're mimicking that community aspect of it and reaping the same benefits, because like I said, the youth is everything. And once they're under your belt, the sky's the limit.
Yeah. Now salute to both of you guys for doing it, and doing it the right way too. I look at both of you guys as like positive role models.
Yeah, because we won't charge for none of that stuff. Like, you can't pay us for no community events like that. So.
No, that's dope, man. Ferrari, man, anyone that follows you knows big sneakerhead, man.
Oh yeah.
So what's some of your favorite
Don't
bands?
leave me out of this conversation.
I mean, you don't post like he do.
No.
Every day he probably posting his kids.
Yeah.
All right, so both of y'all, what's some
I
of
should have
your
wore
favorite
something
bands?
super crispy.
What are you wearing right now? You may have to hold it up.
These the Union 4s. These ain't nothing too crazy, but you know they definitely was hard to get. I've been loving sneakers since I was a kid. My mom used to tell me I used to cry when I was a baby when she took my shoes off.
Really?
I used to go to bed with my sneakers on. I always cleaned my sneakers. Like even when I go home, I'm gonna get a Lysol wipe and wipe these down on the bottom. Like I'll be anal. Like every Sunday I wipe my shit down. Like I like how them shit smell when they brand new. Like I be like a crackhead for this shit, bro.
He
like,
is
you
a
don't
crackhead.
Understand?
With sneakers, he is a crackhead.
Sneakers and socks. Oh man, that's all me, bro. But this guy, he ain't to be fucked with either. He got some shit over there.
Don't sleep on me.
But I got some ugly Christmas sweater dunks and my Tiffany lows. Those are my two faves. And then I got my wedding shoes, of course, that I wore on my wedding day. Those are my top three.
Okay.
What are my top three right now? My top three, oh man. I will have to go with, I'm a Human Race fan. I love Human Races.
Ugly as hell, but that nigga
shout out to Pharrell.
That nigga got every fucking pair of them bitches.
Human Races. But I'm really feeling these Kyries. I've been on the Kyries.
Yeah, you was hooping in them the other day, right?
Yeah, I've been on the Kyries lately. I love my Union 4s. The off-white Force.
One time, Gavinci, that's our guy.
Yeah, shot with Gavinci.
Shot with Gavinci,
Super
man.
dope.
That's
Get us everything
that's our
we
plug.
need.
He got
Yeezy,
everything.
Yeezy. The 700s. Probably have every pair of 700 Yeezy there is.
I have every pair of those.
The V3s, the V2s, 700s, favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah, sneakerhead for sure.
Ferrari, does your wife judge you on your sneaker connection?
No, because she's a sneakerhead too.
For real?
Yeah, that's why I love
There
her
you
so
go,
much,
man.
because she got nothing but Jordan 1s. Her Jordan 1 collection is shitting on all you ladies Jordan 1s. She got like 30 Jordan 1s, bro. Like, I ain't even capping. And her shit clean. I clean them for her, you feel me?
Yeah, he wiped the bottom out too. Lights all white.
Yeah, I told you, I'm a little crackhead when it comes to sneakers, dog. Yeah.
No, that's dope, man. So what's next for you guys? What else is coming up, man? Going into 2022, man.
This record, man, we got a big ass record. We just don't know which one we picking yet. We got a big ass record. All the records we got big as shit. We just finna goddamn form like Voltron and fuck shit up.
Yeah, on top of that,
Like,
I
legit.
mean, just more from us in general. Like, the brands ain't gonna stop. They gonna continue to grow. They gonna continue to get bigger, continue to elevate. The music aspect, radio aspect, we're still who we are.
Cause it's not about money with us. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still starving. I'm still starving to win. Like, I wanna win bad. And I'm cool. I'm just like slick cool right now, you know what I'm saying? DC cool. Like, everybody kind of straight. So, but the fact that we still hungry, like we broke as fuck, that's what you could expect. Like, nothing but lit, turn up, goddamn, all type of shit.
Yeah.
We outside.
And then as far as the club aspect, I mean, he still DJs as much as he want. Hosting aspect, you can't book nobody else outside of you.
Y'all gotta start booking us
results.
together though. I know the budget's a little tight. This nigga charged so much and then I charge, so you can't book us together. But goddamn, promoters like book us together sometime, bro. I'm saying it on, you know what I'm saying, on the interview, cause y'all should book us together sometime, bro. That's really why we don't work together, cause they can't afford us.
But,
Would
yeah,
you take a
just
discount?
elevation.
This nigga ain't taking no discount, so I'm the one that gotta take a discount. So that be the problem right there. You feel me? I'm over here getting a discount because he charges per hour. And then, you know, as a host, he leave.
Yeah.
Like, he leave like 15 minutes early. Guess who's still DJing? Me.
You got to finish it.
And I took the discount. So nah, I ain't taking no discount. Yeah.
All right, you guys got any shout outs you like to give before we wrap it up here?
Man, just shout out to everybody who's been supporting us from day one.
Shout out Dallas, Gabby.
Everybody who's been rocking with us since I started my journey in 2013, since he started his journey, since we started the journey together in 2017. Just salute to everybody who's been rocking with us, from the community to the team, CC, Justin, JRock. We appreciate you, just everybody, man. I mean, we ain't letting motherfuckers down, point blank period. Like, this city's ours, and it ain't gonna stop. I've been humble this whole interview, but I'm usually the cocky one, okay? But what's understood does not have to be fucking explained. When it comes to what we're trying to do, when we're trying to do it, and how we trying to do it, the shit is gonna happen. And nobody can stop this shit but the man upstairs. So Asylum, it's up and it's stuck. Simple.
Talk that shit. Dirty glove bastard, you bitch. Fuck you talk about.
Hey, okay, the kitchen cook it up. I'm talking Bobby and Whitney. I was broke as a joke, had to run up a